Hello and welcome back to the Chicken Police. Paint It Red. I think we're close to the ending, if not at the ending. Let's talk more with this Wessler. Got a piece of paint? Well, let's talk about this photo.
This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No, I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
And you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly and quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
Yeah. Well, we've got this piece of a painting.
About the painting.
Yeah, my brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself.
But yeah, we've got this letter.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a confession.
in which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her, even the most horrible things.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad, insane. He's not normal. No one would believe his word, don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
What? What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate, huh?
So we can now question Wessler. Oh! I guess I wasn't the only gun in the room.
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up, and to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like us. Albert's an imposter. He's not who he says he is, might not know who he realized. I've concentrated on... Oh, yes. Prescience, imposter. So what were you thinking, Albert? How long do you think you can keep it up?
What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
He's a manipulator. So, why? Interesting. My guide isn't mentioning these. So, why'd you decide?
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious, from the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable? Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
You can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler, but you won't get far with that.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
Well, let's see. Did you ever believe you were Ibn Wessler?
Did you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler?
Did I ever believe? I still do. I believed it all along. Don't you get it? I am Ibn Wessler.
And also, Albert Wessler.
I see you're starting to understand.
Let's see here. So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now?
So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now?
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than Albert ever was.
Do you think you can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert?
I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
You're not the cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
Let's see here. That was your plan? Take his place and live happily ever after?
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Shaking.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will. Yeah, though I guess that's too much for you to understand.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
Yeah, sorry about that.
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him.
So, when was the moment you decided to kill him?
When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Oh?
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Goodness.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Oh, let's see here. Can you explain everything with your insanity?
Do you think you can explain everything with your insanity?
Don't be a fool, Sonny. Insanity is just a temporary state. Just a stop on the way to enlightenment.
Well, half true.
So you admit you're insane. That's surprising for your kind.
Of course I'm not insane.
Ah, well, here we are.
Albert was insane. He lost all connections to reality. But I saved him.
You mean you're Ibn?
Both of us, Mr. Featherland.
Okay. I almost understand everything now.
Don't mock me, Mr. Featherland. You're still at the wrong end of the gun, you remember?
It would be hard to forget.
When you decide that we too had to die? Well,
When did you decide that we too have to die?
Can I be honest? I didn't want to hurt you, even after what you've done at the club, after interrogating Natasha and me so cruelly. I didn't care. You just saw what's on the outside, just scratching the surface.
Until we found Deborah.
I didn't even know about you finding her until the phone call from the Nile. Then it all became clear. I understood I underestimated you. I had to remedy that mistake before it was too late.
You remove anyone if they happen to cross your path, don't you? Without batting an eye.
Ibn had always been like that. Albert the opposite, so don't think I wasn't struggling, but, eventually, yeah. Courage won, every time.
You mean fear?
Yeah. What do you know about these concepts, Detective? You spent your life chasing petty nobodies until you turned into one of them.
I may be a nobody, Mr. Wessler, but at least I know who and what I am. I'm Santino Featherland. Tell me, can you still tell who you really are? Albert, Ibn, both of them? Neither.
Enough, Santino. Enough games. Ask your last question before I get tired of you and pull the trigger.
I'm very close to breaking him, but if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds.
all goes back to Natasha.
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was, simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so, distant.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
I knew Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
I have a feeling the missing body parts Albert might have consumed.
Was.
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
No, she isn't rotten. Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Yeah.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
Achievement unlocked. Sherlock Holmes. And if I would have got the all of them at 100%, I would have got the Santino Featherland, but meh. I'm okay with 90% all around.
So, you heard everything.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly,
The cops. But how? How do they know?
Natasha?
I have no idea, Marty.
Oh,
do not look at me. I did not call them.
maybe Olivia?
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her. Hello, boss.
Achievement unlocked. Dame with the glue gun. Yeah, blood boil.
Hello, boys.
Now, before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
Huh, thanks, Monica.
Monica.
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
So we heard.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that. And boys,
Yes, boss.
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Good. Game that remembers there's paperwork.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Monty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law, but we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santi.
Thanks, boss.
Yep. Team unlocked. Farewell, my lovely. Oh, Vilmar's here.
Maybe one day you'll get your...
Not what?
Oh, yeah. What about him? How the hell did he wind up here?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's suspicious.
You think someone hired him?
Could be.
What about him? You think...
Could be. You? What are you doing here?
I was just driving around. You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So? Was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
You and your promises.
Some people still take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Oh.
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would give you away?
Huh, you wish, pal.
Anyway, it's good to see you here, Hawkeye.
I'm glad you made it out alive. It didn't take you much.
Yeah, not much.
Anyway, it's...
Yeah.
Okay. Timmy is here.
Ah, look what garbage the wind brought in.
Good gods, is this guy everywhere?
Our faithful chronicler.
I swear I'm gonna hang him someday. You called him here, didn't you? To witness our grand triumph, or our fall.
What? No. You're paranoid, old bird.
You called him.
What?
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
Yep.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Cluck off, Tim.
Hey! Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler Empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you can quote me on that.
Just one...
I say...
Let's say hi to
I
Monica.
don't know if I've ever seen Monica in daylight.
This means she's real, not just a ghost of the police station.
Yeah.
So, you can finally ask her out on a date.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
Our little savior. How could we ever repay her? Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those fur heads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Oh, technically they didn't.
Well, Actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me. How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny. And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Don't get used to it, Marty.
So, what's your shoe size again, Mon?
35, Sonny. I like high heels. And because there's 2 of you, 2 pairs will do for a start.
Anything for you, darling.
I don't want just anything, Marty. I want shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
Good going there, Monica.
See you at the PD?
At the PD, Mon.
See you at the PD.
At the PD. Damn, I wouldn't have thought it, but I'm glad the old hound's here.
Yeah.
Damn.
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here.
Achievement unlocked. Barking dogs never bite.
Santino,
No, sir.
then get the
What will happen to her now?
I don't know, Marty. I have no idea.
Wanna talk?
No thanks, Marty.
Oh,
What could I even say to her?
I think he was asking if I wanted to talk to her in private.
So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything,
Yes, I know where to find you.
see you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am?
Goodbye, detectives. And what about you, Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days. I'll try to forget.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. If there's anything I can do.
I'm not sorry, Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but at least we see clearly now, don't we?
Yes, I think you're right. Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha. You saved our lives.
But it was also me who endangered you in the first place, right?
Well, I won't argue about that.
Thank you.
We thank you.
But it...
Well, I won't.
Oh, wow.
Do you think she was part of it?
I don't think so, Marty. She seemed entirely honest. Maybe she was the only one who was honest with us the whole time.
You may be right.
Listen, Marty. Does Laura know about, you and her?
That was before, Sonny. Laura and I were just getting to know each other. Olivia was only a couple of dates.
You broke her heart, didn't you?
I don't think she ever felt anything for me.
Whatever you say, pal. Marty should talk.
Hey, Olivia.
Marty?
I just, wanted to thank you
For what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
If there's anything at all,
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
if there's...
Thank you.
Please tell me there's gonna be a glorious shootout.
If we're lucky, Marty. If we're lucky. Gentlemen,
Gentlemen?
we're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, That seemed to be the only solution to this rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing.
I hope we'll meet again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your cell, you could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
Maybe I will, Mr. Featherland.
I certainly hope so, pal.
So long, guys.
And Bosco's
Look at
here.
that. The mongrel caught himself some big game.
Now he can wag his tail.
Yuck.
The catch of a lifetime.
Yeah.
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
Yeah.
That's your story?
Cluck you sideways, Bosco. Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
Nice catch,
Yeah, I wish...
Okay.
So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicken Police, in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention Chicken Police. Say cheese.
Zoom unlock. Chicken Police back together and projections. Heck of a photo. Following animal species not included in this game. Indonesian tiger, northern white rhino, Spix macaw, Hawaiian trees. Goodness. And many others. Mostly because they're in development of the game 2018-2020. Ooh, declared scoring the lowest possible scientific estimate, 202,000 time higher and naturally sick. Right. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, you can see the picture a little more proper.
Hands in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile.
But that has been Chicken Police. Paint It Red. Pretty good game.
My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby.
Oh, there's Natasha.
Give us an hour. I need to feel it. I'm gonna feel it.
Definitely a good game. Certainly got considerably darker after the first chapter. I guess that makes sense in this kind of genre.
But my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Chloe's still lying in my bed.
Not sure if there's going to be a sequel, but I kind of hope there is. There's a lot of opportunities for
All the
such.
corners are dead inside. The whole world goes to black and white. The moon is falling. I hear you calling. My city is on fire.
heck of a soundtrack. Really like the 30s noir type of
Where are
thing.
you, baby? I'm still your lady. I'm gonna
My mom and dad didn't forget when I told them I was working on Pit-Up Girls with Animal Heads and Mad Beavers. Thanks!
I tried to run away.
Douche, Bosco, Sunny, Kulki, Puffy, Elvis, Mulgrave, Porcot, Wari, Ulti, Sveki, Mr. Pinky, and Celeste. Michelle, Tim Schafer, Charles Bindor, Michael Gross, Shinichiro Watanabe, and Hayao Miyazaki. From All Our Dreams.
And it's dead.
Yeah. To be continued? I hope so.
Natasha,
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now, somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right.
Yep.
Maybe.
Five 223. Whatever happens, happens. Spike Spiegel. Ending on a Cowboy Bebop reference. Oh, achievement unlocked. New stuff. For getting all the novels, you get that scene. Oh, we can actually look at all of these. Yeah, since we're going extra, why not? Belle of the Pantress. Chicken Police Stories. Belle of the Pantress. Sunny and Marty are in the middle of a smaller case when they get a mysterious call. Someone's kidnapped the famous opera singer Miss Haruko and demands a ransom. Two detective stars heads... ransom. The two detective stars heads. Golden platter. Despite the chief's strict warning, the legendary Chicken Police start working on the case. This is more intricate and personal than any before. Fly in the suit. Body of a fly is found near Clawbill's docks. Nothing special about the case, unless the fly's arms have been ripped out for some reason. Sunny, aggravated by an attempt to sweep the case under the carpet, simply because the victim happens to be a bug, decides to unravel the mystery with his partner Monty. Not long after, a big fish appears. Literally. Not only appears with their work, but endangers the city's entire bug population. Oh boy. Who's next? Fear of a deadly poison permeates Clawbill streets. Taking more than half a dozen victims who attend Predatory Division's 2 stars, Sunny Featherland and Marty McChicken are put to the scene. Poison traces lead them not only to a mad killer, but a secret from the past that both of them tries to forget a long time ago. Looks like Olivia back there and Bubo. Seventh rule of predation. Dead or disappearing from the graveyards. You're swallowing them? And are they walking among us once more? These are questions Detective Duo and the Chicken Police seek to answer when they discover traces leading to a 1,000-year conspiracy. Apparently the past hasn't just crawled to the soil. It's livelier and more dangerous than ever. Oh boy. Dead Silent Night. Long weekend is approaching. When the entire skyscraper loses power, the animals trapped in the dark soon discover that every door and window has been sealed. This, however, turns out to be the smaller problem. The mysterious antlered figure starts murdering the prisoners in cold blood. Survivors' only hope is Detective Duo, Sonny Feather, and Marty McChicken, who happen to be in the building on that particular night. Huh. How diehard. Cat catchers. A mysterious rodent gang appears in the Ratwell district and starts systematic eradication of all local felines. They're brutal and merciless, and a simple kill doesn't satisfy them. They mutilate their victims. There's no Detective Duo in the city that could be a better fit for the case than the Chicken Police. However, it soon turns out both of them have personal involvement in the matter, which unveils to be a far more than a case of racism. Bloody New Year's Eve. First big case of Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken. It's rightly elevated them to world fame by giving birth to Legend of the Chicken Police. Novel, using the two roosters' notes, paints an eerily authentic image of the Bloody Night story, unshrouded, raw, merciless. Color killers. Chicken Police find themselves outside the Clawville's borders on the exotic Torgal Plateau, working on a case centered around the disappearance of an old comrade. They find their friend, dead, in the depths of the jungle, along with the descendants of an ancient cult, whose members lived like animals did several millennia ago, according to nature's bygone rules. That sounds very, Pulp Fiction-y. For a handful of waffles, Rookie arrives in the city, vicious but fierce cat detective to become, as long as Marty is on vacation. Sonny is a substitute partner. The first case together is right off the bat a double murder where, oddly enough, the new detective is involved personally. Could it be a coincidence? How does the new waffle factory, whose products have flooded the city, come into the picture? All will be revealed in the latest Chicken Police story, guest starring Inspector Waffles. Farewell from Foul. Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken's last case, which sees them return the mysterious stalker, the gentleman in the cylinder. Sonny's life is in grave danger. Someone kicks the bucket for good. Chicken Police disband. Blood-soaked riots push the city to the brink of utter chaos. Fast-paced and shocking, ruthless end of the series. Chicken Police, Volume 10. Ooh. Did not get all of these. Oh, model shoots. Yeah, I'll leave that for, you can probably find those online. And all of the cutscenes. But that's been it for Chicken Police. Paint It Red. Ooh. Heck of an ending there. But that'll be it for now. Next time, something a little lighter. Have a good one, folks.